Hello everyone! Welcome to my video presentation assignment number 4, Purposes of Schooling. And I am Rogelyn Vicarante from Diplahan National High School, Diplahan, Zamboanga, Sibugay. In this video, we're going to be exploring about the connection between schools and citizenship, the social aim of education, and the economic benefits of education. Now, what is the purpose of education? This question bothers the scholars, teachers, statesmen, every group, in fact, of thoughtful men and women. So, the common answer is the acquisition of knowledge, the reading of books, and the learning of facts. So, perhaps because there are so many books and the branches of knowledge in which we can learn facts that are so multitudinous today, we begin to hear more frequently that the function of education is to give children a desire to learn and to teach them how to use their minds and where to go to acquire facts when their curiosity is aroused. So even more all-embracing than this is the statement made not long ago, so before a group of English headmasters by the Archbishop of York, that the true purpose of education is to produce citizens. So learning to be a good citizen is learning to live to the maximum of one's abilities and opportunities, and every subject should be taught every child with this in view. So, what is the connection between schools and citizenship? Schools have a big role to play in helping prepare students to become citizens who can live peacefully and productively with one another. More than any other public institution, schools are assigned the task of producing good citizens, ensuring that when children grow up and leave school, and perhaps even before, they are prepared, even if not necessarily inclined, to practice the civic virtues most valued in their respective societies. Another, teachers mold the future citizens of our country, of course. We must learn to value and understand the function of the teacher in our midst. Of course, we all know that the one who molds our children to become a good citizens are our teachers. We entrust the building of our children's character and the development of their minds to people whom we, as a rule, compensate less liberally compared to other professions. We should treat them with, or we should treat our teachers with the respect or consideration which their high calling deserves. Then, the teaching of citizenship in the schools must be supplemented by teaching and example in the home. The school alone cannot teach citizenship, however, any more than it can really educate a child. If the elders look upon public questions from purely selfish angles, with a view as to how they will be affected personally, and not as to what are the need of the country or of the world, then it is safe to predict that youth will do the same. So adults must be a good example to the young ones. Then, as the great majority of our children are being educated in public schools, it is important that the standards of citizenship should be of the best. So whether we send our children to private school or public school, we should take a constant interest in all educational institutions. The second concept is the social aim of education. The social aim of education takes into consideration the social needs of society. Education is provided with a view to making new members of society familiar with social traditions, manners, mores, customs, and etc. The progress of the society is the aim of education. Education is a for the society and of the society. The function of education is for the welfare of the state. The state will make the individual as it desires. It prepares the individual to play different roles in a society. Then, in other words, when a society wants to have a very strong social organizations and does not permit freedom to the individual members to deviate from its social traditions, It emphasizes to a great extent the social aim of education. Individuality has no value and personality is meaningless apart from society. If society will develop, individual will develop automatically. Here, society plays an important role. Education for socialization. Socialization is what happens every day of our lives, is not planned, involves our learning of our identities, the nature of reality, and how to get along with others. While education, in contrast, is planned, usually involves a formal organization with the responsibility of providing and monitoring the learning and concentrates on finite skills and knowledge. And we have three stages of socialization. The primary stage involves the socialization of the young child in the family. The secondary stage involves the school. And the third stage is adult socialization. So both socialization and education involve learning, but there is a difference between the two. Socialization, therefore, is the action by which a person becomes a member of a society through a mechanism of interaction. It is a learning process whose purpose is to prepare individuals for the range of roles that they will interpret in the future. The third concept is the economic benefits of education. According to the World Bank, one of the pivotal benefits of education is labor market earnings. And there is a significant data reflecting the education of the majority of technologically oriented job holders. Workers with more education earn higher wages than employees with no post-secondary education. Those with only a high school degree are twice as susceptible to unemployment than workers with a bachelor's degree. Median college-educated workers earn 84% more than those with only a high school education. Additionally, workers with some college education but no completed degree earn 16% more than only a high school trained employees. The third one, above the economic benefits of education, is an ROI, or the return of investment, that investors cannot overlook. The global rate of ROI in schooling is approximately 10% for primary education, 5% for secondary education, and 16% for university education. The last one, the economic benefits of a higher skilled workers would pay big dividends. The American workforce has changed dramatically in the past few decades. In 1965, jobs needing post-secondary education was 11%. In 2015, the percentage was 37%, and in 2020, it reached to 65%. Today, 88% of employers would say that employees need higher levels of learning and deeper knowledge to succeed in workplace. Moreover, private industry spends an estimated $3.1 billion annually to bolster the literacy of entry-level workers. Educational initiatives like the Common Core can help. Next steps forward. So these are further steps to maximizing productivity and reaping even more economic benefits of education. Number one, increase investment in the quality of primary schooling, given that primary education has expanded exponentially already. Number two, promote educational efficiency in policy through policymakers and government. Number three, reform school management systems and implement more effective performance metrics. Number four, implement more effective and fair approaches to school funding. And number five, report more data on school performance. People with good academic and educational backgrounds tend to get well-paid jobs. The higher their education and accomplishments, the better employment options they get. And people who grew up poor but educated themselves have high chances to transform their lives, thus contributing to a decrease in society's poverty rates. Education helps countries grow economically since it is about getting knowledge and being able to apply it wisely to our lives and at the same time improving other people's lives. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. As Nelson Mandela said, it helps people become better citizens, get a better paid job, shows the difference between good and bad. Education shows us the importance of hard work and at the same time help us grow and develop. Thus, we are able to shape a better society to live in by knowing and respecting rights, laws, and regulations. And that's the end of my presentation. Thank you for watching.